Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for the 18th to the 25th of April 2026, and it will be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Let's welcome in the Archangels, Ascendant Masters, Light Beings, Spirit Guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides you might feel resonant with, Aries. Okay, let's have a look here. Right, I just want something to jump and then we'll take it from there. Okay. Wow, nice. The Empress and the Ace of Swords. Okay, grab a couple. 9 of Wands and 9 and 10 of Wands. Okay. Let's have a quick chat about these. Ace of Swords and the Empress. So, Aries, I think just recently there's something that's inspired you, and I think you've had a realization with regard to, you know, possibly your sovereignty, your power as a person, okay? Just how powerful you are, but you're also really grounded. You can hold space for others. You're very nurturing. And I think, yeah, did I say grounded? You're very grounded, okay? But this could also be talking about a specific message for someone, is that maybe you've just decided that you would like to have children, okay? Or maybe have another child, whatever. Because this Empress here is pregnant. Sometimes the Empress is pregnant in the image. And yeah. But it could just be also that you have, you know, tuned into, maybe there's a higher consciousness energy to that as well. I'm thinking the Ace of Swords there is definitely a higher consciousness. And this could also be talking about a spirit guide that maybe you've just conversed with, or that you've just moved into communication with, maybe your higher self even. Okay, we'll take the first two here. And let's take the first 4. For some reason, a whole stack came out as if to say just take the 4 off the top, so we'll do that. And the other thing is that at the moment, I mean, maybe you've just found out that you're pregnant, because, you know, you could well be, you know, doing this, like withdrawing a little bit from things, from normal activities, and just doing some self-care and pampering here. If you're not pregnant, okay, this could be about you taking some time out here to perhaps sort of, you know, think about your sovereignty here, Aries. Okay, maybe doing some soul work, and this is you're doing some self-care. Maybe there's something about yourself that you feel you need to pay more attention to. Maybe you're directing more compassion towards yourself, but you could also be really focusing on your creativity, your spirituality, your intuition, your emotional life, okay, at this time, given you have the cup element there. And yeah, general, an underlying theme is that I think also with this Hermit energy, you're going to be kind of really pondering and maybe activating some other aspects about yourself. So this is all the 4 elements. So, you know, like the Pentacles being earth, which is the body, swords being air, which is like the mind or the consciousness, wands being fire, which is the passion or the will or the drive, and cups being like the emotion or the creativity, unconditional love, okay, devotion as well, things like that. And this is, it could literally be that you are going to be a friend to yourself. This is an underlying theme. You are being a friend to yourself and helping yourself to support yourself to do all of these talent skills, bring them into manifestation. But this could also be about you accepting help from someone else. Okay. someone who's caring, who has your best interests at heart there. And, you know, as this is here, this could be a very supportive person who's supporting you to be in your hermit phase here. Okay. Let's look at the general direction moving forward. 9 and 10 of Wands. So I think what's happening here, Aries, is that there's something that you have been doing that you've obviously learnt a lot from, that you've been passionate about, but I feel like it's going to be finishing up. And particularly maybe if you've decided to, you know, have children, or if you are pregnant, maybe this is to do with your work situation kind of wrapping up or slowing down considerably, or pulling back on things. But yeah, there's also this idea of taking a break, and also of the potential, perhaps moving forward, Aries, as you often can do, is to potential to work too hard and too long, to the point where, you know, we don't want to go into burnout. But the 10 of Wands often talks about the need to take a break. So this could be, you know, about you taking breaks even though you feel as though you can keep going. Okay, so there's something there about, you know, being kind to yourself. You have this sort of very warm, friendly energy here that maybe that's what you kind of need to do now, is just to sort of be your own friend and just kind of take things a little easier. Page of Cups here, also about, you know, a loving energy to do with your creativity and for you and your inner child as well. Pages are very childlike as well, to really kind of, you know, tune into that part of yourself. This is going to be a very self-love, self-care reading, particularly if you are moving into your high consciousness, you're moving into soul growth, but also if you are having a child, or having, you know, first pregnancy or second or third pregnancy. Okay, it could be about, you know, really honouring and having a softer approach. Aries, cardinal fire, often can be a very kind of a masculine approach, like I'm just going to hammer through no matter what. But this is sort of saying not a good idea to hammer through no matter what. So doing it another way. Okay, doing things a different way. Queen of Swords in your outcome. Yeah, you might have to make some decisions that are in alignment with your heart space and in the best interests of your self-care. Okay. Queen of Cups, Aries. There's a lot of feminine energy coming in here, and we just mentioned that, you know, Aries can be very like masculine, cardinal fire. Okay, so what you're needing to do then is probably soften that. You have the Empress, but now you have the Queens coming through. Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups, both in your outcome. So this could be that these could represent people in your friend group or family or friends that are coming forward. There might be someone who's, you know, fairly, you know, straightforward, a bit analytical, but sort of has a good heart. Okay, and there might also be someone here who is Queen of Cups, you know, a bit more introspective, a bit more soft, I go with the flow kind of thing. But this could also be talking about you being able to activate these parts of you, Aries. Queen of Cups, introspection. Queen of Swords, being able to make the decisions, do the analysis, break things down, you know, and create structure and sort of, yeah. Which I kind of feel that those energies are here to sort of remedy this here of the, you know, 9 and 10 of Wands. There's positives in these cards, but there's also a bit of a warning to, you know, if you're going to be passionately involved in something and burning the midnight oil, like literally, you know, going at a full pace, you are going to have to take some breaks. In your challenge, we have the 8 of Cups and the Knight of Wands, and this could be a challenge. Yeah, it could be a challenge for you to literally move away from things at times, to just take a break. Okay, and the Knight of Wands, because this is that aspect of you, Aries, that wants to get in there and get it done. Okay, and that is probably, it's this energy over and over that can take you into the Ten of Wands if that's like burnout for you. Okay, so this is really going to be, yeah, that's, you know, potential challenging energies there of pushing through. And obviously in life, I guess there are times when it is appropriate to push through and times when it isn't. But you're the best judge of that, Aries, because you're the expert in your own life, okay? As we are all the experts in our own lives. Although we can, you know, maybe it may be of assistance for you to consult with someone if you need some support or some extra information or assistance. If there's some unanswered questions that you feel you need answered, generally in life, you know, seeking a counsellor or appropriate professional could be of assistance, Aries. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Yep, you're really one of the spirit guidance. You're going through sort of looking at things, seeing what's working, what isn't. And the Empress again. I wouldn't mind betting, Aries, that, you know, either you are birthing an actual child, or you will be, or you are going to be birthing something else, like a project, an idea. And I wouldn't mind betting it has to do with these energies here, fire and water, okay? Creativity, spirituality, passion, you know, alchemizing those two energies together. Could be something that you're going to be birthing. And we have these feminine energies here too. So this is really about you holding space to allow yourself to give the metaphorical or the actual birth to what it is that you're wanting to bring through here, Aries. Spirit guidance is to, yeah, nurture this. I really love this Seven of Pentacles because this is about nurturing growth, which is what you are doing at the moment, Aries. You are growing something either in your body or, you know, around you with your ideas and your creativity, your spirituality, passion, and your, you know, emotional realm. This person here is providing energy through the hand, energy for growth. So Spirit's saying pay attention to your energy levels and sort of monitor that so that you're able to, I guess, avoid this try to avoid going backwards with your energy in terms of getting completely depleted. And because we have the two sides of the coin here on that, okay? This is the Five of Swords, which is the self-doubt. Because sometimes when we have really low energy, okay, we more likely, the energy, our low physical energy is low, which then we can drop frequency, and also means that then the frequency of our thoughts can start to drop and we can start, doubt can come in. And things like that. Okay, that's on the one side here. The other side we have the Empress, which is the abundance. Okay, so that's when, if you're looking after your energy levels, Aries, in a balanced way, then it's going to be more conducive for growth, more conducive for the evolution and the development that you're looking for, okay, over the long term. And also, of course, it makes sense as well. I mean, if you are pregnant, is that, you know, you kind of want to support your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being so that you can have a fairly pleasant experience of pregnancy. And if there are challenges that come up, that you have the energy to cope with those challenges, okay? Yeah, so doing things in a really supportive way. Let's look at the bottoms of the decks. And the Six of Cups. Okay, another six. Did we say six? No, this is the first six. So harmonious, inner child energy, okay? So maybe you are birthing something of your inner child that's going to be expressed out, okay? Or you could be literally having a child, right? I was just alluded to this, guided to this, and this could be something that maybe there's going to be some energy that's presented to you that you may have difficulty at you may need to move away from at times to just regroup, to rejuvenate, and that could be a challenge at times. So you might have to be, you know, doing some boundaries with that. I think you've achieved a lot so far, Aries. This is you getting ready for the next phase. Consolidating all of your talent, skills, gifts and abilities, all of your achievements. Okay, so definitely if you're looking to create something new, or you're literally creating new life within you, okay, it's definitely a new thing. But you're up for the task because you've got the quals here. Okay, you've got the quals. I'll say that, qualifications. Two of Wands. New path. Also came through for Taurus, I think it was, this energy of, I think a lot of us are going to be moving into doing things in a new way, stepping into new energies. Particularly because we are releasing a lot of the old stuff and we're moving into higher frequency versions of ourselves. And yeah, so this is about you creating a whole new world for yourself, Aries, and altogether we are creating a new world. And here we have beautiful Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to be happily working away at something here, whether that's simply looking after yourself, okay, happily working away at that, or maybe you're preparing, if you're having a child, you're preparing for that. Or maybe this is a new creative venture, like we have said. If you are birthing a creative, passionate, spiritual something into the world, okay, you're going to be happily working away, and this is meaningful work. Okay, this is not just something you do to put money, coins in the pocket. It's actually provides you with a lot of meaning, fulfillment and joy and satisfaction in life, okay? Which is what you are looking for here, Aries, I believe. Let's grab, this is the Lemurian Star Child Oracle, 88 card deck, so that one wants to come out. Let's grab that. Whale teaching. Wow. Yes, this is very soft and feminine. Look at that. Let's read underneath. Depth of experience and healing. Yes. This is you here. You have a depth of experience, Aries, okay? Depth of experience and healing. Teacher and mentor. Okay. Share wisdom. And this is like your inner empress too. The empresses literally oversee the queens. So it's literally, you know, this teacher energy. And maybe this is what you're stepping into, Aries. A teacher, a guide, you know, or a coach or something like that, or a consultant of someone who's helping others. And sharing your wisdom. I think at the moment you're really tapping into your inner wisdom here, Aries, okay? And not only that, you have this Magician as well. This is about you activating your wisdom, your skills, you know, experience in a new way. And the whales, so the dolphin and whale consciousness, Aries, could for you at this time, given that we have, you know, a lot of this feminine energy coming through to support you. Could be, the dolphin whale consciousness could be a really nice energy for you to tap into and meditate on in your meditations. Because I feel that you are, even though you're going to be passionately moving forward, I think you're going to be so passionate and so driven that little tweak is to just do that self-care that you need to pull back when you need to, so that you can rejuvenate to go again, okay? But this is really great positive reading for you. I hope that has been helpful. I think we might wrap it up there. But yeah, I really love this, you know, recently for you. This is your empowerment. Maybe you're giving birth, actual or metaphorical, okay? But also really grounded, nature connected. Maybe you're doing something with nature, in nature, higher consciousness, okay? Communicating. A whole lot of potential here that you are birthing into the world, Aries. So I think we will wrap it up there. I look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.